Savannah rapper Quando Rondo is in high spirits after being sentenced to 33 months in federal prison Wednesday afternoon. A win for the rapper, who faced up to 5 years. Family and friends piled outside the courthouse to support Rondo. The sentencing comes after he pled guilty in August to drug conspiracy charges.
I did the wrong thing, and I'm getting punished for it. So I want y'all to know that you actually get punished for doing wrong things. Just do the right thing.
Rondo telling WJCL 22 News exclusively he's grateful for the sentencing, saying it gives him time to better himself.
As crazy as it sounds, that's enough time to really sit down, rehabilitate myself, come up with some better plans, come out and move forward for my family and friends.
In a statement to the judge, Rondo talked about wanting to be a better role model for his fans.
You could do something.
Quando Rondo, to me, has conducted himself ever since that incident with King Von that resulted in Von losing his life. Like, the way he's been conducting himself lately, I've never heard somebody this excited about having time to get their life together. This guy's hard not to like, don't you think?
Way more better and positive, and show the kids this is cool. Going to school is cool. Playing football from little league to middle school to high school is cool. Doing the right thing and walking down the right path is cool.
Rondo setting his sights on the future.
Wow. What's the future hold for Quando Rondo, of course? After
platinum records, diamond records, and more money. You did. Watch WJCL.
Rondo will also pay a $40,000 fine and have 3 years of supervised visitation. Reporting live from downtown Savannah, Tia Maggio, WJCL 22 News.
All right, Tia, thanks so much for that live report. And Quando Rondo will report to prison on January 10th.
So they gave him time to be able to enjoy the holidays with his family. And then starting next year, 33 months, he was facing 60 months. So in, that respect of having to do almost 60 months, they gave him about half the time. And I think the way that he's conducting himself is also going to speak volumes, right? I'm sure the court sees everything, right? They're going to see this and the message that he's giving after his sentencing, saying, hey, look, let the kids, he's using his platform now while everybody's watching to say, let the kids know this ain't cool. I made a bad decision. I made bad mistakes. How often do we see somebody in the mix of it saying that? We normally see people saying that before they get sentenced, trying to, make themselves sound good. For somebody to say this after being sentenced and being grateful and thankful that I have time to sit down and collect myself and get myself together, bro, it's hard not to like this guy. Like, you got to give it up for Quando Rondo. Give it up. Like, the way he's conducted himself after dealing with a crazy situation that he was thrown into the middle of. He was attacked in that fight that ended up with Vaughn getting shot. He was not the person who ever expected to be involved in any of this. It affected and derailed his career. He hasn't been able to perform like that. And even his homie, Lil Tim, if you've seen the way he carries himself when he's in the Vlad TV interviews, they're not running around like Pop Smoke's Killer, for example. Pop Smoke's Killer, I can't stand dude, because he is constantly running around carrying himself like he did something that he should be proud of, versus somebody like this who's showing you like, I did something and was a part of something, but I'm not glorifying it. Lil Tim gets in the Vlad interviews and his whole stance is always like, I don't know why Dirk and them were mad at Quando even after the thing. I'm the one who pulled the trigger. I'm the one who made the decision to shoot Vaughn. So, and he says it in a way of like, if Vaughn never put his hands on Rondo that night, Vaughn, by all other means would still be alive right now. But people never want to take it that way, and people never look at it that way because he wasn't the more popular side in that altercation, right? So if Vaughn and Rondo would have got into it and Vaughn and them killed these niggas, it'd have been a lot of people like, yo, Vaughn the realest, yo, you see, like, he really about that life type shit. You have these other guys who literally were defending themselves that night, and they've acted like it ever since then. Yeah, in the beginning, when a lot of the heat was on, they made a couple of like songs and videos that was a little questionable, right? But somewhere along the line, they got some sense in their head and they've switched up the tone, and they've come off remorseful while at the same time accountable for whatever happened that night and not bragging about it. And like, bro, Quando Rondo, I didn't know much about him before the incident, but since then I must say, he's a young dude, and he's showing that he has high character, and I think he's going to end up in a good place down the road. So shout out to Quando. Take this time, better yourself, get in there, read, find God, whatever it is that you're going to have to do, your process. But I think this dude going to be all right. And I'm glad that somebody in his position is speaking positive to the youth.